And welcome to Cuthbert, Georgia, here at Jinx Arena tonight for your matchup between the home Andrew College Fighting Tigers and the visiting Thomas University Nighthawks reserve team. And both teams going through introductions right now for the starting five. And Andrew team coming off a close loss last night by 5 points to the Chattahoochee Valley Community College team here at Jinx last night. And reserve team from Thomas coming off of an 83-59 win over East Georgia State. And so far in 10 games, 712 total points scored by the Fighting Tigers, averaging 71.2 points per game. Averaging nearly 5 three-pointers made per game at 4.9 with 18 three-point attempts and shooting a 27.2 three-point percentage. Defensively, Fighting Tigers with 7.8 steals per game, 2 blocks per game, largely coming from their big 7-footer, Mr. Richard Rivers. And with Tyshawn Briscoe leading the Fighting Tigers in offense with 11.8 points per game, closely followed, again, Richard Rivers, as of right now, leading the Fighting Tigers in points per game with 13 points, with Briscoe in second at 11.8, and Savion Tate right behind him at 8.5. And as we approach tip-off, Fighting Tigers in their all-white kits with navy and yellow trim. And we're off, and tip goes to Thomas. There's a pass around the perimeter. And Jarvis Brown, number 4, with the early 3 for Thomas. And that was freshman guard number 4, Jarvis Brown, out of Detroit, Michigan. And now Briscoe brings it up, dishes off to Rivers. More passing back to Rivers down under. And with a close to perimeter shot, Rivers sinks the 2-pointer. And big man not scared at all of shooting close to the 3-line or behind. So not only obviously a huge threat with his size under the basket, but showing that he's got that versatility of shooting on the outside as well. And a little give and go almost working there for the Nighthawks, but Andrew defense able to hold him. Good defensive pressure here, and he's able to get under the basket with a little floater that does not go home for them, and Andrew Tigers on the counterattack here. Briscoe hands the ball off and back to Rivers from several feet behind 3, and he's going to take another 3 and just off the rim. So again, big man so far with the 2 shots for Andrew. 1 good, second a 3-pointer. Not quite there. Andrew trails by 1, 3-2. And will be a foul on Andrew as number 23, Deontay Jones, drives to the basket and is fouled on his way. And that's the first foul on Tyshawn Briscoe. And Jones sinks the first one. And his second as well to give the Nighthawks a 5-2 lead here a minute and a half into the game. And Nighthawks bringing a full court press here. Briscoe back with the ball. Good little play there. Pass where Savion Tate able to make a good move and get under the basket for an easy layup there. And there's Tate obviously pressing up court as well. And with the 3 shot, and no good. And that was Jarvis Brown for the Nighthawks as Andrew looks to counter. And the steal by Brown there. Lays off in the attempt. The layup does not go. And the follow-up, also no good. Rebounded by Briscoe. As Briscoe tries to get the ball past half court, which he does successfully. A little stutter step there, looking like, and looks like an offensive foul there on Briscoe. Not really sure specifically what they saw, but and Fighting Tigers bringing the full court press of their own. And Kobe Cato got a little piece of that ball, but not quite enough. The Nighthawks are able to retain it. Now Deontay Jones handling the ball for the Nighthawks. He lays it off under the basket, but not handled by number 14, Dwayne Smith. Fighting Tigers looking to take a lead here with a 1-point deficit. And Richard, great pass to the key, and good. And that three-pointer gives the Fighting Tigers a 7-5 lead. First lead of the game for the Fighting Tigers. And that is a walk. So number 2, Xavier Cobb, sophomore forward out of Jacksonville, Florida, for the Nighthawks with the error there. Gives the ball back to the Fighting Tigers. Oh, and a huge mistake on the inbound as he doesn't look like the two guys were in sync there. And that was Tydarius Fish and Briscoe. And what a lay-in by the big man, Richard Rivers, there. Compensated for that mistake and gives the Tigers another lead at 9-7. Jones dribbles in, the passes out to the perimeter. And Brown with the three-shot, and it is good. Another made three. And that will give the Nighthawks a 1-point advantage, making it 10-9, 4 minutes into the first half. And a three-point attempt by the Fighting Tigers does not fall. And collision by the Nighthawks results in a rebound by the Tigers, who are able to pass it off to Kobe Cato, who converts. And good pressure there by the defense. Almost forces another turnover by the Nighthawks. So this game going back and forth over the last couple of minutes. And with a distant shot, no good. And ball almost rebounded by the Tigers, but mishandled, and it looks like that will go off Thomas, and Andrew gets the ball back. And now subbing in for the Fighting Tigers, number 1, Jalen Hickman. Gives Tyson Briscoe a little breather there. And Hickman bringing the ball up the court. And the shot from 3 does not fall for Tydarius Fish. And a long, dangerous pass by Thomas. And lucky for them, no Andrew players were looking up, because that likely would have been an easy interception. And open 3 shot is good. And again, the Nighthawks dangerous so far from the perimeter, and that will result in an Andrew College timeout, first of the game for Coach Lofton and his squad. So again, a hard-fought game so far. Multiple lead changes with Thomas reserves leading Andrew College Fighting Tigers 13-11 with 14:40 left here in the first. And we're back. And Hickman battling that pressure. And three-pointer falls for number 24, Hakeem Powell, making his mark early in his appearance in the game. And again, the Fighting Tigers bringing pretty intense pressure here, full court. Good double team there. Forces a risky pass and another pass out to the key. And another deep three. He falls again. And number 4, Jarvis Brown, on fire right now from deep. And drive to the rim and not close, under a lot of pressure there and almost a steal. Another 3 shot and another 3 falls for Jarvis Brown. And my goodness, he is on fire right now, giving Thomas a 19-14 lead. And Rivers with the deep 3 and well short. So maybe a little bit of a rushed shot there, but trying to get back into the game pretty quickly with a 5-point deficit. And it looks like they're going to call a blocking foul there on Mr. Hickman. That will be his first foul of the night. And Richard Rivers taking a seat, catches breath as Logris Underwood steps in. And again, good pressure, but just not paying off yet. But you have to think if Fighting Tigers are able to keep this pressure up, that eventually they will force a mistake. Oh, and obviously a foul there is clearly unintentional, but makes pretty heavy contact there in the back of Jones. So Underwood earning a quick foul. That's the 4th team foul for the Fighting Tigers. 7 minutes into the game. And another 3 attempt for the Nighthawks falls. And this time, Tyreek McElwain, freshman guard of Tallahassee, Florida. So Fighting Tigers down 22-14 with 12 minutes, 40 seconds left. And a 3-point attempt does not go for for Tydarius Fish. Ooh, very close to a backcourt violation there, just inches away from stepping over that half line. And another 3 attempt from the top of the key, and does not fall this time, but Thomas able to get the offensive rebound. That's their point guard, Deontay Jones, with the rebound as he dishes off. And they mishandled the ball, and players laying out for it. Oh, and looks like it was clean for the beginning, but looks like he got a piece of him there. And Tavion Golden just gets a piece of Jarvis Brown as he goes to the rim. That will send them to the line for 2. And we'll take another timeout. And welcome back to Jinx Auditorium here in Cuthbert, Georgia. And the Fighting Tigers facing an 8-point deficit here, 22-14, with 12 minutes, 7 seconds left. And the Thomas deep man, Jarvis Brown, who's been so accurate from the 3-point range so far tonight, sinks his first free throw to make the lead 9 for Nighthawks reserve team. And takes the second shot as well. And the Fighting Tigers looking to put a dent in this 10-point lead the Nighthawks have built over the last couple of minutes, and game very close for the first 6 or so minutes, and then Nighthawks building a bit of a lead here. And good pass outside, 3-point shot short, and he dives out of bounds. Good athletic play there by Tydarius Fish after getting his own rebound and keeping possession. And Hakeem Powell drives in, lays it up, and no good. And good defensive pressure there by the Nighthawks. But Hickman, it's so close to getting the steal, but just couldn't quite hang on to it. And again, the Fighting Tigers very close to making Thomas pay with their full court press here, but so far Thomas been lucky in a couple situations getting the ball back. And shot clock winding down. And shot from 3 is an air ball. Goes no good and will go off. That's number 22, freshman forward Devin Bainey out of Fort Wayne, Indiana for Thomas. And even if it hadn't, it would have left them with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. So Andrew takes over, and Thomas bringing one-man press up the court. And shot fade away from Tydarius Fish falls for a 2 to cut the lead to 8 for Thomas. And pick there. And what looked like going to be an easy lay on rims out, and Fighting Tigers on the counterattack here. And Underwood drives in with the fadeaway. Close, but no cigar there. So Jones for the Thomas. Deep pass in. And back to Jones. Top of the key. And again, Jones coming very close to the backcourt. Violation there. And with a little floater and off the backboard is good. And that gives Thomas a 10-point lead. And it looks like defense caught slipping there a little bit. And good job there by Tydarius Fish, drawing the foul. I mean, good awareness there, seeing that Thomas wasn't really paying attention, left a lane open there, and as he drove in and Thomas panicked to respond, they did foul him. And this will be the first 2 free throws for Andrew in this game. First foul committed by Thomas so far. And first free throw does not fall. And in comes Richard Rivers, Kobe Cato, and Tyshawn Briscoe. And the second free throw attempt is good. And Tydarius Fish steps off for Jermichael Mayorn. And Thomas struggling but successful to get the ball to the half-court line under 3 men with a high press for Andrew. Andrew playing the guys on Thomas pretty tight on the key, as they've had quite a bit of success with the 3 ball. And Jones with a good rebound there for Thomas. And he'll pass off. And the 3-point attempt is an air ball by number 11, Jordan Boston. First shot of the game for the Chipley, Florida native. And Hakeem Powell lays it off to Mayhorn, and back to Powell for the 3-point attempt, and again short, but rebounded by Rivers. And Powell goes up for the shot, but looks like went off his leg, and they will say Thomas ball. And Savian Tate steps on the court now in relief of Hakeem Powell. That will be a foul against Jermichael Mayhorn. 6th-team foul for Fighting Tigers here. And Coach Lofton not too happy about something there with voicing his displeasure with the referee, it seems. And good pop out there by the ball, but unfortunately for the Fighting Tigers, nobody there. Again, Fighting Tigers with a very aggressive defense here. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds in. Deep three under pressure, and he sinks it. And Jarvis Brown just cannot miss tonight for the Thomas reserves. And Tyshawn Briscoe drives in to the right side and under pressure lays it in to make it a 10-point deficit for the Fighting Tigers with 8 minutes left in the game. And looks like while trying to dribble in from perimeter, number 2, Xavier Cobb for Thomas, mishandles the ball and goes out off his leg for Andrew Ball. And Briscoe brings the ball down. And dribbles around Cato to set a pick and able to get a shot off while being fouled. And draws a shooting foul there, so 2nd-team foul on the night for Thomas. And that goes against number 20, Jalil Webster. And first shot for Briscoe falls. And now Deontay Jones, number 23. And number 10, Phil Burton, check in for Thomas. And with 7 minutes, 31 seconds, Briscoe takes his 2nd free throw, and it is good to cut the deficit to 8 again, making it 29-21, Thomas advantage with 7 minutes, 31 seconds left. Nighthawks looking to potentially get a perimeter shot there. Decide against it, and good drive in there. Results in 2 for Thomas. And that was number 1, Evans Williams, out of Lovejoy, Florida. And Briscoe trying to call a play here. Good pass there, good awareness there by Tavion Golden to lay the ball off Sabian Tate, who made a well-timed run under the basket for the 2. And Andrew backs the pressure off to a half-court press. Good pick there, allows Jones to dribble around and lay it up to make it a 10-point deficit again for the Fighting Tigers. Rivers with the ball down under, dribbles in, and good little light touch. Gives Andrew 2 points, making it 33-25, with Thomas with the advantage. And again, Thomas clearly preferring the perimeter shot here. Speaking of, another one coming, and not falling this time, but Thomas able to get the rebound. And errant pass. Looks like he may have thought somebody was where they weren't. And it goes out, and Andrew will inbound. Thomas semi-content to not bring a press in with the steal. Thomas gets possession back. And good awareness there by Jarvis Brown as Briscoe tried to sneak in and get the steal there. And Brown driving in, draws the foul, and still somehow almost makes it fall. But Does not. And that will be the first foul on Sabian Tate. 7th team foul for the Fighting Tigers. And number 4, Jarvis Brown, for Thomas, sinks his first free throw. And again, Brown, the main offensive contributor for the Nighthawks here, just being absolutely on fire from the three-point line. Clearly pretty accurate from the free throw line as well, as he sinks his second shot to make it 35-25 with just under 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And Briscoe drives in under the basket, lays it off. Pass handled and shot falls for number 13, Sabian Tate, under pressure. Good off-balance shot there. And good awareness by Briscoe, who dribbled down and found himself in a bad position surrounded by defenders. And a deep shot from Thomas does not fall, but Xavier Cobb able to get the offensive rebound. And number 10, Phil Bearden, driving in after missing the deep shot, gets another chance and converts that to make it 37-27 with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left. And drive and pull-up shot, no good. There for Briscoe. And not that many want to leave open there, and they are able to get the pressure on him and force an off-balance shot that does not fall. And nearly stolen there by Jones for Thomas, but Andrew able to hold on to it as Briscoe retains possession. Hands the ball off. Briscoe back with it. He drives in, and with the floater, it falls, making it 37-29 with just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. And again, Andrew been bringing a very aggressive press that has been close to paying dividends so far, but just not quite working out. Jarvis Brown driving in and thinking better of it. Restarting on the perimeter. And less than 8 seconds now on the shot clock. As Jones dribbles to the center, puts up a shot under pressure that does not fall, and Rivers able to bring it in for the Fighting Tigers. And good fake there by Tyshawn Briscoe results in another bucket. So Briscoe having a good game so far. And that cuts the lead to 37-31 for Thomas, giving Andrew just a 6-point deficit with 3 minutes, 9 seconds. And with the timeout, we'll take a break, and we will be back in just a moment. And welcome back to Jinx Auditorium as your Andrew College Fighting Tigers face a 6-point deficit with just a little more than 3 minutes remaining here against the Thomas University Nighthawks reserve team. And Thomas, again, finding the majority of their success at the 3-point line. And many of those three-pointers coming from number 4, Jarvis Brown, 6-footer out of Detroit. And Jarvis keeps shooting the way he is. He will not be on the reserve team too much longer. And during that break, Coach Lofton very fired up, trying to get his team to get a little more intensity there. And with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, there is a reach foul. on Tyshawn Briscoe, and that is his 3rd foul of the game. So 3 fouls for Briscoe already in the first half. And that's the 8th team foul for Andrew. And Evans Williams, 6-footer out of Lovejoy, Florida, misses the 1-and-1 shot. So Andrew retains possession. Rivers under the basket, and with reach foul. Oh, it looked like a reach, but no, they will call a travel on Rivers. And Coach Lofton beside himself. And honestly, I don't really blame him there, as did not look like there was a travel much at all. I mean, right off the bat, it looked like a clear reach foul, but clearly the referee saw it differently. So 37-31 here. The Thomas advantage. Give Thomas in no rush to get a shot off, as they've used a lot of the shot clock in the last several possessions. And with another 3-point attempt and another one that falls for Jarvis Brown, continues his hot shooting night. That gives them a 9-point lead, 40-31, with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. As Briscoe brings the ball down for Andrew. And lays off the top of the key. And drive in, and great fake, and what a shot. And it falls for Tavion Golden. Great play there by the Andrew Jr. Now Golden playing some hard defense, but referees say a little bit too hard there, as they call a foul on Golden. And Coach Lofton arguing that certainly seems that referees seem to be calling a few things a little ticky-tacky against the Andrew side, while some things that he believes, and again, I believe he might have a case here, could have been called if they were calling it the same way. But second free throw falls. And Briscoe steps off. That's number 1, Jalen Hickman steps on. And with a minute 25 seconds left, Andrew looking to erase this 9-point deficit. And stolen, and ball driven down, and on the block attempt was a foul again. And that is against number 13, Savient Tate. And again, Jarvis Brown, who's been on fire from the 3-point line. Oh, correction on... And the second shot falls for Brown. And Andrew catches him sleeping there a little bit, but not able to take advantage of it. And Powell tries to dribble it in, but defense not allowing him to get a good clean shot, so it passes back up top to Hickman, who good handle there, and with a fadeaway shot, no good, but Rivers there to scoop it and put it back into the basket. 43-35 lead for the Thomas Nighthawks here with 40 seconds left in the first half. And more passing around the perimeter. Another 3-point shot falls for Brown. Last possession of the first half, or should be, unless a turnover occurs or quick bucket. And foul called against Thomas on the court. And with 8.7 seconds left, Andrew looking to get a few more on the board for halftime. And under pressure, shot does not fall on Thomas with 3 seconds left. Mishandles the ball. Gets a shot off, but not anywhere close to it. So at the half, Andrew's certainly struggling with fouls, with 10 fouls in the first half. And again, incredible performance by number 4, Jarvis Brown, for the Thomas reserve team, just lighting it up from the three-point line. And we'll take about a 15-minute break, and we'll be back here for the second half. And welcome back to Jinx Auditorium here in Cuthbert, Georgia, as halftime is just now expiring. And your Andrew College Fighting Tigers trail the Thomas University Nighthawks reserve squad by an 11-point deficit, 46-35. And Thomas, number 4, freshman guard Jarvis Brown out of Detroit, so far having a huge night. 8 of 13 from the field. 8 of 11 from the three-point line, 7 of 8 from free throws. So, obviously, doing a lot of damage there for Thomas. And Andrew looking to cut the lead right off the bat there as Rivers drives in, passes out. And looks like a clean block there by Thomas. And with Jones bringing it down for the Nighthawks. And a travel foul goes against Thomas. And so didn't see a lot of that in the first half, but Andrew catching a break there. Again, Thomas with one man up to press Tyshawn Briscoe as he brings the ball in. And with Rivers at the top. Lays off. And a three-point shot from Hakeem Powell. Close, but doesn't fall. But offensive rebound found in number 5. And that's Kobe Cato with pressure, able to get it up and score. And great steal on the inbound pass. And what a lay-in there by Powell. So 4 points in a matter of seconds there for the Fighting Tigers. And as I said multiple times in that first half, the pressure's come very close to working for the Tigers and forcing a bad mistake. And finally pays off as Rivers able to get the rebound. And the Tigers again on the attack here, trailing 46-39, about a minute and a half into the second half. So good ball work there. Powell, pump fake, but walks there on the pump fake, and we'll turn the ball over to Thomas. And Powell pressing Jones there, and Jones lays the ball off. And easy little lay-in there. That's number 14, freshman forward Dwayne Smith for Thomas. And Powell at the top, shoots and converts a 3. And that cuts the lead to 6 for Thomas, making it 48-42. And Briscoe again on Jones like glue with his defense here. And number 2, Xavier Cobb, walks with the ball as he looked like he was trying to get contact, and that will be a timeout called by Thomas. Andrew starting off very hot here in the first part of the half. 2.5 minutes in, and have cut the deficit. 30-second timeout here as Coach Rob Houston for the Thomas reserve team tries to calm his guys down. And again, 2.5 minutes into the second half, Andrew coming out, playing very, very aggressive defense and finally getting one of those turnovers on an inbounds pass and a quick lay-in. And you know at halftime, Coach Lofton, we'll say, had a very animated discussion with the boys on what was expected, I'm sure, and looks like they're responding well. And obviously, Coach Lofton here in his first season doing great work with these boys. And bad inbounds pass. And Jones lays it up. And Andrew lucky there as Jones not able to convert the turnover there. good passing there. And Briscoe almost loses the ball, and Rivers from the 3. And just close, so close. But another offensive rebound with Powell laying the ball up and converting 4-2. And now the game within 5 with Thomas leading 48-44. Or I'm sorry, Thomas within 4. Or Andrew within 4. And Andrew player hits the deck there, and a 3-point shot does not fall. And they will call a foul on Thomas. Pushing foul on Xavier Cobb out of Jacksonville, Florida. Cobb not happy at all about that call. And that's first team foul for Thomas this half. Second personal foul for Cobb. And Rivers at the top thinks about another 3-pointer. Thinks twice about it. And with a drive and shot, and ball just rims out there for Kobe Cato. And good defense there as Thomas dribbled the ball in around and went up for a layup and looked up, and there's Mr. 7-footer Richard Rivers. And all of a sudden that layup looked a little bit more difficult and sailed quite wide. And Thomas still with the ball. And again, as we've learned in the first half, it's pretty obvious you don't want the man with the ball right now to be able to shoot from the 3 line as they force him to miss a field goal there. And Fish with the 3-pointer, and it is good. Actually, looks like he was a 2-pointer, but close to the 3 line, but nothing but net there. And again, reduces the lead to 48-46 for Thomas. So Fighting Tigers with 2-point deficit and scramble for the ball. It looks like it went off Thomas, and it did. Andrew Ball, so the Fighting Tigers coming out with a purpose here in the second half. And at one point, double-digit lead for Thomas, and is now evaporated to just a 2-point lead with 15 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second half. And again, ferocious defense here by Andrew the entire game. Just first half in the right position, just didn't get, luck wasn't going their way, it seemed. As number 4, Jarvis Brown takes a seat on the Thomas bench, clearly frustrated with how this half's going. And it gets a little worse with a reach foul. And Deontay Jones trying to pressure a little bit too much there in the backcourt, and referee gets him. And first foul for Jones there in the game. And Cato lays in. And Rivers with an easy lay-in, and the game is tied now, so a huge deficit erased. And with just under 15 minutes, the game is tied at 48-48. Jones uses his speed to get around, and good passing there. And back to Jones. And Jones takes the 3 shot, and too much. Rebounded by Rivers. And Fish dribbles out of pressure. And back to Briscoe. And Powell fakes the 3-point shot, dribbles in. And travel before the shot's off. And again, great pressure. So close to getting the steal, but Powell gets a hand on it and knocks it out. So still great pressure here on the inbounds with Andrew having 3 men up court on the press. And a couple games ago, Andrew able to force an opponent to 2 backcourt violations. That was against Atlanta Sports Academy. Looking to do the same here, and good rebound there by Rivers. As the 3 does not fall for Thomas. And Powell dribbles around to the outside, and Rivers fakes a shot. Continues dribbling balls back to Briscoe at the top of the key. And with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Briscoe drives in with the shot and does not sink it. And ball goes to Thomas. And again, Thomas is prolific three-point shooter on the bench still. Been out for several minutes here. Jarvis Brown, and he was clearly the difference maker for Thomas in the first half, but his absence has been noted here in the second half. And shot airballed by Thomas, and follow-up also does not find the rim. So another rebound and great defense by Andrew as Tyshawn Briscoe dribbles in, and with a great layup, and Andrew College takes a 2-point lead. And how about this comeback? And with that timeout, we'll take a break. And we're back with 12 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the second half. And Andrew College battling back from a pretty large deficit with a 2-point lead here over the Thomas University reserve team, 50-48. And sophomore forward Xavier Cobb with the ball inbounds to Deontay Jones, point guard for Thomas. And Andrew, again, very ferocious defense. And Jarvis Brown back in for Thomas as three-pointer does not fall for Thomas. And Andrew gets possession again. Briscoe tries to pass to Rivers, but intercepted by Deontay Jones. He dribbles up to the right, tries to lay it up, and it does fall, and that will tie the game at 50. So I'm not sure if Rivers wasn't expecting the pass or if it just wasn't enough on the pass, but turnover costs Andrew the lead there. And Tydarius Fish with a good move and dribbles and tries a fancy little shot backwards as he is clearly fouled. He will go to the line as he looks to be in some amount of pain, but it looks like he's okay as he walks to the stripe. And looks like he might have caught a hand in the face there. And Fish 1 for 2 at the stripe today. And converts the first. And that's the third foul on Xavier Cobb Thomas. And Fish shoots a second free throw and bounces around a little bit, but falls. And now Tavion Golden and Logris Underwood step in for Kobe Cato and Richard Rivers. Good double team there, but Thomas able to get out of it. And Brown dribbles in, draws a foul, but shot does not fall, so he will go to the stripe. That's the third foul on Tavion Golden. Or second foul on Tavion Golden. Apologies. And Brown 7 of 8 from the stripe in the first half. Sinks the first one to cut Andrew's lead to 1. It's now 8 of 9 on the night from free throw line. And looking to go 9 of 10. And does not go. So now 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And Andrew still with a 1-point lead with 11 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. And Fitch with the three-point try. And it's good. So that will increase the lead for Andrew, 55-51, making it 4-point deficit for Thomas. And Brown just dribbles nearly the length of the court for an easy lay-in. And then Andrew turns it over immediately. And who is it? It is number 2, Xavier Cobb, who got the rebound. And then on the layup attempt was fouled. So kind of a disastrous sequence there for the Fighting Tigers. As 2 points given up and then immediately turned the ball over. And now an opportunity. 2 free throws to tie the game, with the game currently sitting at 55-53 with a 2-point advantage for the Fighting Tigers. And Deontay Jones getting in a little side work for the Nighthawks. Nice of him to help out. Mopping the floor a little bit, getting up some of that sweat. And Cobb's first shot line good. And that fell Tavion Golden's third. And Cobb's second free throw rims out. So Andrews still with a 1-point lead, 55-54 with 11:18 left. Briscoe dribbles around his man, drives to the basket. And not sure how they called, but on the drive, apparently they called an offensive foul against Briscoe. Looked like the referees might have been confused with each other a little bit. Coach Lofton obviously a little bit confused about the call, but again, Thomas dribbles the ball up, down 1 to Andrew. And Deontay Jones drives in, lays the ball up, doesn't quite go. And Matt scramble for the ball, and Thomas gets the ball again. Fresh shot clock. And now ball down. And 2 players going for it. And says Thomas got a timeout before a jump ball was called. And it looked like there was a clear travel there right before. And a phantom travel call, in my opinion, on Richard Rivers in the first half. But what seemed to be a very obvious walk. Not caught there by our officiating crew tonight. And both teams sitting at 3 fouls in the second half. So when Thomas does inbound the ball, there will be 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And the first half, they multiple times got the shot clock down to close to 0 before getting a shot off. No shot clock violations yet, but Andrew certainly looking to force one here. And again, a 1-point lead for the Fighting Tigers, 10 minutes, 43 seconds. Jones dribbles to the top of the key, drives in, and is tripped. And unlucky there, as Underwood, clearly not intentional, but just seems to get in the way, and contact made there. So 4th team foul for Andrew, second half. And Jones back with the ball. And Jones dribbles under and lays it up off the backboard and one. So gets the shot off and then gets trucked to have a chance to make it a 3-point play. And Thomas regains the lead with a 1-point advantage so far. And Deontay Jones, point guard, looking to make it a 2-point lead with this and one shot. But it does not fall. So Andrew's still down 1. And gets the rebound. And righty sub are freshman Kobe Cato and sophomore Richard Rivers for the Tigers. And with the good shot, that's 15 Underwood with 2 more for the Fighting Tigers. And Tigers get the lead back 57-56 with 10 minutes left. Well, if it doesn't work out in basketball, get the man to Hollywood because he's clearly pretty good at acting. Because a little bit dramatic there. As they call a push on Andrew, but play happened right in front of us here and looked like it was a bit dramatic there. But convincing enough for the referees, and Thomas gets the ball back as Jones lays it off to Jarvis Brown for a 3, and as he has done so many times tonight, he hits his 9th three-pointer of the night. And that makes the lead 59-57, Thomas. And Rivers with the ball under the basket. And another offensive foul on Andrew. And Coach Lofty cannot believe what he's seeing here. Officiating not been exactly consistent tonight. And Thomas tries to force a pass underneath. Goes off Cobb's foot for a turnover. And Andrew will take over with 9 minutes and 8 seconds left. Down 2. And score 59-57. And Fish dribbles in under pressure. Tries to pass to Briscoe, but looks like they will call a reach foul. And goes up for the shot, but a good block from behind. And on the quick counterattack, Thomas gets the 2, and they will have an opportunity to make another 3-point play. And going to the rim there for Thomas was freshman number 13, Tyreek McElwain. And 7th team foul for Andrew here in the second half. And Cobb steps off for the Nighthawks. And McElwain sinks his and 1 shot to make a 3-point play and to increase the lead 62-57. So Thomas reserves with a 5-point lead here with 8 minutes and 42 seconds left. After Andrew starting off this half on fire and erasing a pretty large deficit. And Rivers driving in with a nice little layup off the backboard to cut the lead. 2-3, making it 62-59 advantage for Thomas. Jones with a good pass underneath. Makes it, and they call a blocking foul on Andrews. So another 3-point opportunity with a and 1 free throw. And Thomas now in the bonus. It's number 11, Jordan Boston, at the stripe, and does not fall. So deficit stays 5 for the Fighting Tigers here with just over 8 minutes left. And Fish drives down the middle and draws the foul, it looks like. So the sophomore steps to the line. Shooting 86.7% from the free throw line. A little teamwork from the two teams. Getting the court prepped. And Fish sinks the first one. And number 13, Sabian Tate, steps in for number 5, Kobe Cato. And Fish sinks the second free throw. That cuts the lead to 3, making it 64-61 Thomas with 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. And drive and the layup is good. And again, that's number 13, Tyreek McElwain, to increase the lead for Thomas to 5. Briscoe gives to Fish. And unfortunately, it looks like Sabian Tate loses the ball there and on the counterattack. McElwain shoots a 3, cannot get it. Richard Rivers covers, rebounds, and Fighting Tigers on the breakaway. And 3-point attempt by Briscoe is no good, but on the rebound, he is fouled. So great job realizing shot was off and moving before shot even found its mark. Getting in a position to draw that foul. And 6th team foul for Thomas here in the second half. And pass to the big man. Now Powell back out to Briscoe from the side and does not make it. And open field goal there, no good. But then on the defensive rebound, Thomas player pokes the ball out of bounds, so ball goes to Andrew. And with 6 minutes, 44 seconds, 5-point deficit with Andrew in the bonus. Or apologies, Thomas in the bonus. And Thomas still sitting at 6 fouls, so a couple fouls away. And I guess updating. So Andrew is in the bonus now. As fouls were updated a little bit late there. So number 13, Sabian Tate, steps to the line. And nails it. And with a 4-point deficit, lines up for a second shot. And does not fall. So deficit stays at 4 with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. As Deontay Jones brings the ball for the Nighthawks. Tries to dribble in. McElwain tries to dish, but not there. And Rivers gives it to Briscoe, who drives in. And with the lay-in, draws the foul. And it is a chance for a 3-point play for the Fighting Tigers. So a chance here to cut the lead to 1 for Andrew as Tyshawn Briscoe with a great play. Got some real air there and drives in, and Richard Rivers stepping out for the Fighting Tigers, and Kobe Cato stepping in as his replacement. And Briscoe, an 81.4% shooter from the free throw line, sinks it, but they say they wave it off, and It may have been a lane violation. And McElwain drives to the basket and blocked. But ball goes off Andrew. So the shot clock is 17. Thomas will inbound under their basket. Good defense there by Andrew on what looked to be a very makeable layup. And ball bounces out. Looked like it was going in again, but does not fall, and that was Phil Bearden for Thomas. And under 6 minutes now, Fighting Tigers with a 2-point deficit. And shot clock at 5. Cato gives to Underwood. Underwood lays it up. Does not fall. And Thomas countering. And they call a blocking foul. And he makes it so. It'll be a chance for a 3-point play here. And quick rest for Rivers as he steps in for Underwood. And Jarvis Brown, offensive leader for Thomas, steps to the line, attempting to make it a 5-point lead for Thomas, which he does. So Andrew trailing 69-64 with 5.5 minutes left. Both teams in the bonus. Andrew with 9 team fouls, Thomas with 8. Rivers lays off to Briscoe, who drives to the basket and is fouled again. Basket does not foul, but that will be 2 more free throws for the 80+% free throw shooter. And Briscoe sinks the first one. And second does not go, but an offensive rebound by Powell. And then ball is tied up, and it will be a jump ball. And possession arrow favors the guests. So the ball will go over to Thomas. And now Powell steps off for Sabian Tate. And Jones inbounds the pass. A little over 5 minutes left here in Cuthbert. So Fighting Tigers try to pull off an impressive comeback. Jones with a little floater, and it does fall. To increase the advantage for Thomas to 6, making it 71-65 with 4 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the game. Sabian Tate dribbles, lays off to Rivers. Back to Briscoe. And Fish with the 3, and it falls and reduces the deficit to 3 points, making it 71-68. And Fish having a good night from the perimeter. And Jones able to split the Andrew defenders, but his layup attempt falls. So back to a 5-point lead, 73-68 with just over 4 minutes now left in the game. As Briscoe dribbles by and is fouled on the play by Jarvis Brown, number 4. So he'll go to the line for his bonus shots. And Briscoe's first does not go, but 19 fouls now. We'll get another opportunity. And sinks the second to make it 73-69, so 4-point deficit here with 4 minutes, 7 seconds left. And a timeout is called. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back. And welcome back for the 60-second timeout. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left. Fighting Tigers trail the Thomas University Reserves team by 4. And again, the Fighting Tigers with an impressive comeback coming out the gates after the halftime on fire. Going into halftime with an 11-point deficit. And Andrew coming back and not only erasing that deficit, but taking the lead. But since then, Thomas able to get the lead back. And Brown splits 2 players, but not able to come, honestly, even close to sinking that one. And Briscoe, however, splits the lane, able to get 2, shrink it to a 2-point lead for Thomas. With 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, Thomas leads 73-71. And Jones dribbles out under pressure, passes out. Jones again with a shot, and again short. And ball bounces up. Briscoe has it. Drives in. And we have a tie game, 73-73 with 3 minutes and 2 seconds. So Andrew again erasing another Thomas lead. These Fighting Tigers are resilient. And a deep shot from McElwain does not fall, but able to get the rebound is Cobb, and then a foul on Andrew. And that will send Thomas to the line for bonus shots. That's the 10th team foul for Andrew. Now on the double bonus. And Cobb with the attempt to take another lead for Thomas. And does so with his first shot, so Thomas back up by 1. And Richard Rivers ready to sub back in. And lane violation. Will allow Cobb a redo there as he missed the second one. An Andrew player jumped and couldn't hold himself back, so gets another chance to make it a 2-point deficit for the Fighting Tigers with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And again, misses, so deficit stays 1 with 2 minutes 36 seconds left. Briscoe dribbles up and gives it to Rivers, who lays it off. Back to Rivers. And Rivers with the lay-in takes the lead again for Andrew. And Andrew now with a 1-point lead. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. And pass deflected there. Jones passes out. And the 3-point shot does not fall by Bearden. But the deflection goes off Andrew, and they will give the ball to Thomas. And referees huddling as there seems to be some debate off who the ball went off of. And Thomas takes a timeout. We'll take a quick break. And right now, with 2 minutes, 2 seconds, in a game that has gone back and forth and seen a large lead at halftime overcome by the Fighting Tigers, your Fighting Tigers lead by 1, 75-74. We'll be right back. And we're back here in Jinx Auditorium. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left, and your Andrew Fighting Tigers up 1 after fighting back from an 11-point deficit at half. And junior guard number 10, Phil Bearden, Nighthawks, has the ball at the baseline, trying to inbound, which he does successfully to Cobb, but the shot does not go. Rivers rebounds, and Andrew has the ball. And Briscoe again with the ball. Hands it off to Rivers. Over to Cato. Back to Rivers. And Rivers with the shot, but well short. And Rivers looks like he was losing his balance there and attempting to keep his balance. Looks like referees say he shoved number 2, Xavier Cobb. So will be an opportunity for Thomas to regain the lead with 2 shots here and a 1-point deficit for the Nighthawks. And first shot falls, and the game is all tied up again at 75-75 with 1 minute 42 remaining. Second shot, no good. So game remains tied with 1 minute 40 seconds as Briscoe brings the ball up for the Fighting Tigers. And Thomas electing not to even worry about attempting to get a rebound there. And Briscoe with the jumper does not fall, and Thomas gets the ball. And Williams hands it off to the hot shooter Brown with a huge pass out of bounds, and Jones attempted to dive out of bounds and get it back in, but not able to, so that will be a turnover at a critical time with 1 minute and 5 seconds left and score tied at 75. And Fish gets the inbound pass. And back to Briscoe. Now to Kobe Cato. And Cato with the deep three. Apologies, not Cato, that was Fish. But three does not fall, and now a quick turnaround by Brown. And layup, that is good. So with 41.2 seconds left, Thomas takes a 2-point lead. And Fish with the ball again. Passes back out to Fish. Drives in, and the layup is good and ties it again. So ball game tied 77-77 with 28.4 seconds left. And shot clock is off. And timeout called by Thomas. So at 21.5 seconds here, it is a tie game, 77-77 with Thomas ball. And what a crazy game. Started off very close. Then a few minutes left in the first half. Thomas pulled out to an 11-point advantage at halftime, and right out the gate in the second half. I don't know what Coach Lofton said, but clearly it worked because it got the boys fired up because they came out fighting, and they have been fighting ever since. And erased that 11-point deficit, took the lead, and it has been back and forth ever since. And here we sit all tied up with 21.5 seconds left to figure out who's going to take home the win tonight, unless they feel like playing a little extra ball and going to overtime. And on the floor for the Fighting Tigers, Sabian Tate, Loggers Underwood, Kobe Cato, Tyshawn Briscoe, and Tydarius Fish. So again, 21.5 seconds left. As Thomas inbounds, shot clock off. And both teams in the double bonus, so got to be careful here at playing defense. Don't want to give them too easy free throws with a chance to win the game. Definitely don't want Mr. Brown to have an open shot. Jones takes a three, and no good with an offensive rebound that does not fall, and the game regulation ends tied. So we are going to overtime. So 77-77 after an 11-point deficit at halftime. The Fighting Tigers fight back, and they are not done yet. 5 minutes left to play to determine the outcome of this game, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Set for overtime number one between your Andrew College Fighting Tigers and the Thomas University Nighthawks reserve squad. And a great game here tonight. Lots of lead changes, lots of high-intensity pressing defensively, lots of three-pointers. And Andrew's points per game average will rise as they finished over regulation already at 77, and we're averaging 71.2. And the tip-off, Richard gets contact, but Thomas able to get possession. And Jones dribbles underneath, tries to lay the ball up blindly, and does draw the foul. And foul called on Mr. Rivers there. And Jones, had to guess, didn't actually expect to have a very clean shot there. Appears he was driving in to draw contact. And it was successful. And the double bonus shots upcoming. And first one is no good. And second attempt falls to give Thomas a 1-point lead, 78-77. And Jones on Briscoe, pressing up court. And Powell tries to drive around, goes back up to Fish with the three-point attempt, and it is good. That will give Andrew a 2-point lead. And with 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first overtime period, Andrew takes an 80-78 lead. And again, Fish having a really good game shooting from the perimeter. And another three-pointer shot from Thomas, and that one is no good. Jones attempts to get the rebound and loses it. So Andrew gets it with Briscoe driving in. Blood is stripped on his way to the basket with Jones underneath. And with a little fake, Blood misses the foul. Oh my goodness. Seemed to have a very simple lay-in and clearly thought a little too much about it. And Andrew getting really lucky there. So Rivers with the ball, drives in. And first shot no good, but Rivers gets his own tip in to give Andrew a 4-point lead. So 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first overtime period. Andrew up 82-78 with the Nighthawks driving down the court. And that's Mr. Brown for the Nighthawks, laying the ball off the board and in to cut their deficit to 2. So Andrew still with an 82-80 lead with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in overtime. And Jones again playing very defensively on Briscoe, trying to get a steal. And Briscoe gives the ball to Fish, who drives in. And Briscoe back with the ball at the top. And Fish creates some space and sinks another shot. And that was close to the 3 line, but they will say it was a 2. But still, another 4-point lead for Andrew with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in overtime. So Fish on a hot streak here. And wide open 3. And it does not fall for number 10, Phil Bearden. So still 4-point lead, 2.5 minutes left in overtime for the Fighting Tigers as Briscoe looks to bring the ball up. And Rivers with the ball. And they will call a walk on him, as it looks like it took just a little half step too much there. So ball goes back over to Thomas with 2 minutes, 14 seconds. And again, this Thomas team, a very good perimeter shooting team. And keep your eye on number 4, Jarvis Brown, as he has been absolutely on fire tonight from the 3 line. And a deep pass for a 3, a huge arching 3, and that is number 13, Tyreek McElwain, who cuts the lead 2-1 for Andrew, 84-83 with 1 minute, 51 seconds left. And on the steal attempt, they will call Deontay Jones for a reach foul there. And Jones almost gets his first steal of the game on Tyshawn Briscoe, but got a little contact there and sends the very good free throw shooter to the line for the Fighting Tigers. Briscoe here with an opportunity to put them up by 3 if he sinks both of these. And first one good, so Andrew moves to a 2-point advantage, 85-83. And second shot falls. Andrew goes to a 3-point advantage, 86-83. And you know these Fighting Tigers have to be tired playing back-to-back games after playing last night. And Thomas now rolling the ball down to save some time. And Andrew not in the press anymore. Content to 6-bet and make sure Thomas gets nothing easy. And an open 3-point shot from does not fall for McElwain. Ooh, and what looked like a pretty obvious reach there, and not called, but and they will get Thomas on that call, however, on a push. And that will be 2 more free throws for Tyshawn Briscoe. The game with 1 minute, 28 seconds left. And your Fighting Tigers currently sitting at a 3-point lead, 86-83. So after making his last 2, Briscoe looks to make it a 2-possession game here. And he does so, sinking the first. And a second shot also falls. So 5-point lead here, 88-83, 128 left in the game. And picking the ball up at half court and fakes a 3-point shot. McElwain dribbles in, lays the ball up, and no go. Andrew gets possession back, and with 1 minute, 15 seconds left and a 5-point lead. Now Fish passes the ball off. Ooh, and almost mishandled, but Underwood able to hold on to it. Back out to Powell, who throws it away. And Brown gets the ball, drives in, and lays it in. So Thomas cuts the lead 2-3, making it 88-85 with 53 seconds left. And Thomas called on a foul while Andrew attempting to inbound. And Briscoe back to the free throw line for another 2. Yeah, first shot does not fall. So after making quite a few in a row, 53 seconds left. Still making a 4-point game here, 62nd one. And you don't see Tyshawn miss consecutive free throws often. And you won't see it here. As he sinks the second one, makes an 89-85 lead for Andrew with 53 seconds. We'll take a quick timeout. And welcome back here to Jinx Auditorium. 53 seconds left in the first overtime period. Your Andrew College Fighting Tigers with a 4-point lead. 89-85 over the Thomas University Nighthawks reserve squad. And Thomas again rolling the ball up, save a little bit of time. And playing a little bit of a game there, a little bit of a risky game. And McElwain with the three. Does not fall. And high effort play by number 1 Evans Williams for Thomas as he dives out of bounds, gets the ball, and is able to throw it off an Andrew player. So Thomas keeps possession. So 36 seconds now. And out to Brown at the top. And a rare miss from the 3 line for Brown. And with 30 seconds left, Powell has the ball and then gives to Briscoe. Briscoe under pressure. Briscoe able to get it down. And Andrew content with holding the ball, but throws it away. Jones intercepts, dribbles down, takes an open 3, and sinks it. So with 16 seconds left, makes it very interesting. A 1-point lead for Andrew, 89-88. And obviously, Thomas opting to foul immediately. Good news for Andrew. They fouled Tyshawn Briscoe, who has been very good at the line tonight. Missed one of his last 2, but other than that, has been very consistent from the line. But Thomas giving himself an opportunity to stay in the game, because even if he does hit both, they will have a chance to tie it with a 3-shot, and they've made quite a few of those tonight. That being their preferred way of shooting, obviously. And Briscoe lines up for the first shot and drains it, giving Andrew a 2-point lead. And they make it a 3-point lead for the Tigers. And he does so. So with 14.9 seconds, Thomas has the ball as they drive down. And quick timeout by Thomas. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to Jinx Auditorium. 12.2 seconds left. And Thomas looking to keep this game going. And again, Andrew fighting back from an 11-point deficit at halftime to send it to overtime, and currently sits with a 3-point lead over Thomas. And again, number 4, Jarvis Brown, been very good from the 3 line. So I have to assume he'll definitely be well covered. And the 3-shot is too much. Doesn't hit the rim. Gets the pass off. And that will do it. Your Andrew College Fighting Tigers get the win after an 11-point